Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 5-5. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. With Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you'd like to join me on camera, you can shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself. Oh, that would be great. Super great. Also, go ahead and share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. And William M. Andrews is saying, good afternoon, Durham, from North Carolina Central University. And it's a beautiful day in the Bull City, and it really is. It really, really is. Thanks, William. Hope you're having a good day over there at NCCU. He's a student over there. So let me put my specs on and move my keyboard. And I'm going to go to the Word page. That's the Government and Nonprofit Information page. Lots of programs and services to sign up for if you need any kind of help. Also, you can go ahead and William was saying, he is having a great day. William is a very positive person, a very good person to know. So I really appreciate when you come on the show like this, William. I really appreciate it. Spreading your joy. Love that. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me open it back up. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Let me open this back. I gotta enter my code again. There we go. So with the Word page, like I was saying, you could also find places to volunteer at, if that's what you're looking for. So the Durham County Libraries, with today being Tuesday, they're open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. And then the libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30. And Bragtown reopens at 10 tomorrow. Okay, and let's see. Now, I saw the folks at Bridges Point at one of the big resource and health fairs I was at. Was it last month? Bridges Point, they help people, children and adults who are living with sickle cell disease. Very important to know about Bridges Point. They help you find employment and care. They help you, if you're dealing with a financial hardship. It's very hard to have sickle cell if you're working because sometimes you have to take time off from work and you never know when that's going to happen. I guess when it acts up, so to speak, you just don't have any warning. So sometimes people lose their jobs because they call out too often sick, and then the boss is like, you get frustrated, not really understanding what sickle cell is all about. So what Bridges Point is doing, they have Bridges Point apartments. They are the first in the country to have a housing program for people with sickle cell, understanding that sometimes, when you lose your job, you lose your whole footing. Sometimes you lose your housing, all of that. So they understand, and they help adults with sickle cell who have to take time off due to flare-ups and whatnot. So check them out. They are also looking to acquire more properties, so if they can help more adults with sickle cell. So, check them out. All of that is on the Word page of a Durham Skywriter. So go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Word page, and scroll down, and you'll see that Bridges Point is actually operating, in terms of their office, out of Ree City, which is downtown on Broadway Street. Okay, let's see. There is a vacancy with the city of Durham, but I think they're going to try to fill that next week. So go to the Word page and then scroll down. You'll see the calendar under City of Durham, and you'll see that there's going to be a vacancy to be filled on May 13th, that's next week, for the Durham City County Environmental Affairs Board. So if you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and let the city know by end of day next Wednesday that you want to fill that spot. All righty, let's see. Let's check with, let's see, let me write something down, make a note to myself. Because there's a grant program that I need to find out about so that I can tell you about it. So let me just jot that down real quick. All right, note to self, so to speak. Now let's check with let's check with Durham Tech, because they have classes for people who want to be entrepreneurs. So if you need to learn anything, they can show you online. These classes are totally free, and they are on Zoom. They're live, which means you can ask questions. So let's see, today is the 5th. Here we go. Ooh, this is going to be a really good class. So tomorrow, no, this is today, Tuesday, right? Yeah, today, 5:30, a really great class. I might want to attend this one. How to create videos to market your business for beginners, part 1. So, yeah, you might want to check that out. It's going to be tonight, 5:30 on Zoom. Here's another class from 6 until 8, Bold Branding, Crafting a Business Identity to Stand Out. That's another good one. Here's one more from 6 until 8, Canva, Intro to Design with Canva, part 1 of 2. And I meant to tell Chris about this. I was at the Inspiration Podcast studio yesterday with Chris, and he's running it. And I wanted to tell him about Canva. I can tell you about it. Canva is a graphic arts program. You can create whole websites. I use it for flyers, announcements, social media, tickets, anything that has a graphic element. In fact, you can even do videos on Canva now. So Canva is an extremely powerful graphic program, and there's a free version which is very powerful. I don't mind paying for the pro version, but even the free version is extremely is popular and powerful. So check it out if you haven't already. So they're going to have a class tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow. They're going to have a class tonight from 6 until 8, Canva, Intro to Design with Canva, part 1 of 2. If you don't know about it, I highly recommend that you check it out, because you've never seen a program like that's that powerful and free. You check it out. It's going to be at 6 o'clock tonight. You won't regret it. Okay, and now let me scroll down to see if SCORE has anything going on. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They also have classes, workshops. Some are in person, some are online. Let's see if they have anything going on today. No. But tomorrow they're going to have a bunch of things going on online. So here's the thing. At 11 o'clock tomorrow, so definitely sign up now if possible. Tomorrow they're going to have a Zoom class, Business Credit 101, Build Credit, Access Funding, and Grow Your Business. Here's another class they're going to have tomorrow. This is going to be on Zoom at noon. Exploring Career Transition into Business. That's for people who already have a job and they're thinking of starting their own business, how to make that transition. Things you have to think about, like insurance, of course, incoming money. You need to think about that as well, because you want to be making enough money when you make your transition, right? You don't want to not be able to pay your bills. So that's going to be tomorrow at noon. And here's another class that's going to be tomorrow on Zoom. This one is at 12:15 tomorrow, AI for Small Business, Find Opportunities and Take Action. I didn't know you could find opportunities with AI, but there you go. Maybe I need to go to that. So that's going to be tomorrow at 12:15. And here's one more. This one's going to be at 1:30 tomorrow, Small Business Financial Management, what to put in place at every stage. I'm going to tell you about another one, because I won't be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow because I will be at a city event. So let me tell you, let you know that tomorrow there's going to be yet another class, this one at 2:45, Access to Capital in 2026, How to Choose, prepare and qualify. That's, money. And, oh, wait a minute. Happy 12/12. Oh, the time just a minute ago was 12/12. Yeah, and we can't have 13/13, can we? Unless we use a 24-hour clock. Thank you, William, for that. Love it, love it. Okay, let's see. And I remember taking a picture over at NCCU. The clock thing, the announcement thing that they have at Fayetteville and Lawson. I was there some years ago taking a picture of the clock, and it said 12/12/12. December 12th, 2012. So anyway, we continue. That will never happen again. Well, it'll happen again, I guess, 30/12. Anyway, we continue. Let's see. I think that was it for the classes for tomorrow, hosted by SCORE, the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Okay, let's now go to the health page, because I want to see if there are any. Actually, let me scroll down. I don't want to skip anything. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, let me skip down to the blood drives, where you can literally save lives by donating blood. So let's see what the American Red Cross is up to. They have a blood drive today. Oh, it's going on right now. City of Durham, not downtown, but at 1600 Mist Lake Drive. They're already there, and they will be there until 3 o'clock this afternoon. So that's the American Red Cross. Now we're going to check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Let's see. Oh, well, for another hour. Okay, so they have a crew over at the Museum of Life and Science right now. They've been there since 9:30, but they'll be closing up at 1:30. So if you want to go there real quick and donate some blood, they would love that. Take the little kitties with you if you have them with you, because then they could run around the museum. And also outside, they have this beautiful deck where you can walk along this promenade and look at the animals. They have bears, foxes, and other animals I can't remember. I don't think they have any elephants or like gigantic animals like that, but they do have some really cool animals. And they have butterflies. They have a whole butterfly house. The kids will love that. All righty, let's see. So, and nothing tomorrow. Okay. Well, today's Tuesday, so let me tell you about the HELP program, also known as the Health Equipment Loan Program. Basically, they accept donations of walkers, canes, wheelchairs, things like that, and then they loan them out for 90 days at a time, which is really great, especially if you don't have a lot of money. So they're open 2 days a week. You can go to donate, and you can also go to borrow. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street, and they're only open 2 days a week. So Tuesdays 10 to 2, so they're open for another couple of hours. And then on Fridays, they're open from 1 until 5. And now, I did pick up a schedule from the Durham Center for Senior Life yesterday, as promised, so I'm able to tell you what's going on today. They're introducing some new classes and whatnot. But let me see, today's Tuesday. Okay, so today, the Crocheting Club is going on right now. The, the Golden Genie Dance Troupe class, that started 5 minutes ago. Also this afternoon, Bingo Size, which is bingo and exercise. So that is from 1 until 1:45. And a big shout out to the folks I hung out with yesterday. I got to learn how to play dominoes. Well, I was coached a little. I mean, it takes, I don't think you can really learn the whole game at one sitting, but it was really fun. Of course, I didn't win, but it was so fun. So big shout out to the folks I hung out with yesterday playing dominoes. That was so fun. Also, so I'm telling you about these classes. So they have these formal, scheduled classes and activities, but there are also unscheduled activities where you can just be downstairs. They were playing jazz over the intercom, which is really nice, and you can go there. You can play cards and bingo and all these other games and whatnot. So don't think that what I'm telling you in terms of the schedule, that's the only thing going on. I don't think I ever expressed this. You can go there and do whatever you like, pretty much. So, yeah, and some people are there, they bring their lunch and hang out. So you don't have to attend the classes. You can just hang out, play the games, and start games. They have puzzles, like I said, dominoes, and what's it, the shuffleboard thing, and they have all kinds of great stuff. Let me tell you what else they have that's scheduled, though. Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Now you can play Kings in the Corner and also Pinochle pretty much all afternoon till 7, because on Tuesdays and Thursdays the center is open late, open until 7. If you're still a 9 to 5er, but you're still 55 plus, you can go after work out, do some computer work in the computer lab, get home nice and relaxed. You can do that. So also happening this afternoon, DCSL band practice. Yes, there's a band. They have a band. They'll be rehearsing in the theater at 2. Women's pool. Now, women can play billiards whenever they want, but from 4 until 45 is women only in the rec room. And let's see. Okay. Now, tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40. If that's too early for you, that's okay. You see the red FB there. That means that you can participate in the class from Facebook, from the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. So that's at 8:40. French 1 class at 10. Total body workout at 10. Quick drawing class at 10. Ping pong at 10. And Hispanic Heritage Group at 10. Now here's a new class that I told you they're adding some new classes. Learn and play Pinochle, and that's from 12:30 until 4. So some people go there, they already know how to play. And if you're wondering, well, darn, I want to learn, I don't know yet, you can learn starting tomorrow at 12:30. All right. Now let's check for the special events. Let's see. Okay, that already happened. At 1 o'clock, the grief support group will be meeting from 1 until 2 in the classroom. And that is where you get caring support from the others and learn how to process your grief after experiencing a loss. And with it being Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, yeah, this is the day my mom died years ago. So if I were still, you're always grieving. When your folks die, of course, you always remember the date. But I won't be going to the grief support group. I'm just saying, for those who need to, help grieving, getting through, it's very difficult, especially that first year, that first Christmas or whatever, or birthday, yeah. But my mom died back in the 90s, so I remember her, of course, very, very fondly. But I don't think I need to go to a grief support group. But if you do, definitely go, because it's not just deaths that people grieve. Sometimes you lose a job, and that causes some grief. Also, the empty nest. Kids flying off on their own, so to speak, going to college, getting that job, moving out. You grieve your child, and I understand that. So that's another thing. It's not just death. It can be changing a whole life situation. I remember my grandmother's very close friend had to leave Durham and go with her daughter to where she lived because she was elderly. And she grieved having to move from Durham. It happens. So anyway, that's going to be this afternoon from 1 until 2. All righty, let's see. That's the only thing that I have under special events for today. Now, tomorrow, free notary services at the Durham Center for Senior Life. By the way, that's at 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. So you can get your special and important documents notarized. They would like for you to register, so if they don't have like a whole run on the office, office number 216 at the same time. So call, and the number is 919-688-8. Ooh, I had it memorized. How could I forget? Wait a minute. I know it's 8247. Let me check. Let me go to the top. Yeah, 919-688-8247, and make that appointment for tomorrow. Let me scroll my way back down here. Let's see. So that's, again, tomorrow, 9:30 until 11. Also happening tomorrow morning, Chris Adora Mind Moves. That's from noon until 1 tomorrow. And that is where you get some tips for improving your memory from a real speech pathologist. There you go. And here's another thing happening at noon tomorrow. The Joy of Origami Flower Power, where teacher Barbara Pearl will be showing you how to make flowers out of, with origami, which is a Japanese paper folding technique, and it's really intricate and it's really cool. And I think that's it. Okay. So let me check with JFK Towers, because they are now a satellite of the Durham Center for Senior Life. So they have a whole schedule now. They have it all figured out. So on today's Tuesday. So, well, let me tell you about Wednesday, because they're only a satellite until like 1 or so. So let me tell you about tomorrow, what's happening at JFK Towers, which is at 4900 North Roxborough Road. So they have coffee and community at 8:30, and then waffles and trivia at 9:30. I like the sound of that. Mindfulness and stretch at 10:30. Congregate meal, that's lunch, at 11:30, and then either movie time or arts and crafts, and that will be tomorrow, and that's at 12:30. All right, let me see if they have any special events. Ooh, they're having a computer essentials workshop, but it ends at 1:30. Darn. Now, just know that they're going to have a Mother's Day tea on Friday at JFK Towers, and that's Friday at 12:30, where you can enjoy some tea, desserts, and a do-it-yourself bouquet to take home. How about that? And I think at the Durham Center for Senior Life, I think they're going to have a Mother's Day tea too. Let me check. Wait a minute. I thought they were going to have they're going to have a Mother's Day tea also on Friday at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Not only will it be a Mother's Day tea, but also a hat parade. So this morning they decorated hats, but you can always bring your favorite hat and join the hat parade. You don't have to have attended the workshop today. So that's going to be Friday, 9:30 until 11, where you wear your favorite hat and enjoy light refreshments to celebrate motherhood. But they do want you to register for the one that's downtown, because there's probably more people attending. So definitely register at extension 110. All right, and that's going to be Friday. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go calendar of events page, and let's see what's going on today here in Durham. Let me scroll down. Okay, Bragtown Baptist Church at 3218 North Roxborough Street. They're going to have their children's clothing closet giveaway. So each family can go once a season. So if you haven't gone this spring yet, you can go today from 4 until 6. You can receive clothing like several outfits. This is for the children. Different outfits, seasonal items, underwear, and socks, which is really nice. So that's from 4 until 6 this afternoon at Bragtown, which is 3218 North Roxborough Street. And that's a huge church. You can't miss it. It's gigantic. It's probably the biggest church on North Roxborough Street. And there's a lot of churches on North Roxborough Street, but this is a big one. Okay, now this is hilarious to me. Wheels Durham, they always know what to do with their special events. It's the roller rink, which is owned by the city now, at 715 North Hoover Road. So from 6 until 8:30, they're hosting Bad Bunny Cinco de Mayo Skate Night. That's going to be so fun. So it's from 6 until 8:30. So if you're a skater, admission is $10. And that does include, I need to put that. I forgot to add that does include skate rental. So let me make a note to add that. Wheels, skate, I meant to put that on there. That does include skate rental. And so you'll be skating to Bad Bunny and, of course, other reggaeton hits. So that should be really, really fun. Now, the non-skaters, like the parents who don't plan to skate, you pay $4. But that should be really, really fun. Bad Bunny, Cinco de Mayo, skate night. And it's funny because Cinco de Mayo is a Mexican holiday, and Bad Bunny, he's not Mexican anyway. Doesn't matter. It's all in good fun. So that's tonight, 6 until 8:30. The Glass Jog Run Club, they'll be meeting or running from 6 until 9. They'll be meeting right before 6 at the Parkwood Ballpark at 5200 Revere Road. And then you can join either the 2-mile walk or the 5K jog and run. Totally non-competitive. It's just for fun and for getting fresh air. It ends at the Glass Jug Beer Lab on Highway 55. Strollers are welcome. Dogs are welcome, and you can walk or run at your own pace during this free event. So that's tonight, right before 6. The Black and Brown Ballet class will be held at the Hayti Heritage Center, and that's from 6:30 until 8, so you can learn traditional ballet techniques, starting out, of course, with stretching and bending and whatnot. You have to be at least age 12 and a beginning or intermediate ballet dancer. Oh, there's a class fee of $10. Harris Beverages on Hillsborough Road, they're hosting the Durham Toastmasters meeting. 8. This is where you develop your public speaking skills, and that's speaking in front of a crowd or on camera, like what I'm doing right now. So if you're a newbie, you are definitely encouraged to attend. It's free. So you can go in person at Harris Beverages, 1305 Hillsborough Road. It says here to turn between the hot dog and Wendy's. Okay. If you can't make it in person, that's fine, because you can attend via Zoom. You can do it that way as well. Okay, High Strung Violins and Guitars, they're hosting the Irish Learning Jam at Blacknell Memorial Presbyterian Church, 1902 Perry Street, in the community room. That's from 6:30 until 8. It's free. And now the store is on Markham Avenue, but they host the event at Blacknell. So if you're a near beginner, you are more than welcome. Ideally, you're comfortable playing in the keys of G, D, and A major, and E minor. Those are like the standard keys. Especially it's great for beginners because you don't have to worry about too many sharps and flats and all that stuff. So bring your acoustic instrument, your flute, your fiddle, your guitar, whatever, and join in. And if you just like Irish music, they don't mind if you sit and just listen. So like I said, it's totally free. Now, following that is High Strung's Classic Country Honky Tonk Jam, and that's also at Blacknell, 1902 Perry Street. And a piano will be available for this one, and singers are invited to join in because usually country music is vocal music. So there you go. So you can play the piano, or like I said, bring your guitar, your dulcimer, your what do you call that? Mandolin or whatever, violin, fiddle, whatever you want to play. So that's going to be from 8:30 until 10. And again, it's free. Now, the Tuesday Blues Jam at the Blue Note Grill, that's from 7 until 10. And it's also free. Of course, it's a restaurant, so they would love it if you would order a little something to eat. Otherwise, hop on stage after you sign up and join them, singing or playing the blues, dancing. You do that as well. And that's going to be again from 7 until 10. Now, tomorrow, Echo NC will host 1 Million Cups Durham. That's for entrepreneurs, and especially for people who want to learn what it's like to be an entrepreneur. So you start out at 8:30. Get some coffee and work the room, meet people, and then 2 speakers will be talking about their businesses starting at 9 o'clock. It ends at 10. And this is going to be held at City Network, 112 Broadway Street. They have their own parking lot, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is a great way to hobnob with people who are entrepreneurs, so you can get a taste of what it's like maybe before you open your business, or maybe you just want to make connections before you start planning your business. That might be a good idea as well. And it's a free event, by the way. Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church, they'll be having a food giveaway that is tomorrow from 10 until noon, and people do start lining up early. They're located at 128 East Cornwallis Road. Now, Catholic Charities, they also have a food pantry. They run the Durham Community Food Pantry in the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road. So that is from 10 until 1. And you can only go once a month. So when you do go there and speak to a social worker, let them know if you can't have dairy or pork, and they'll make a substitution. They do have people there speaking Spanish. And I know there's at least one person there who speaks French. And don't forget, it is early May, so they might not have the diapers in yet, but usually they give away diapers as well. They have the tiny sizes for newborn up to toddler sizes, and they have the big ones for adults. So be sure to ask. They might have them by now. They usually send someone over to pick up the diapers once a month. So hopefully they'll have them in tomorrow. Ideally, that would be nice. If they don't, they'll just tell you when to come back, so no big deal. So that is going to be tomorrow from 10 until 1. Now, if you can't make it because of maybe you're working part-time and you can't make it in by 1, they do it again on Wednesdays from 5 until 7. There you go. All right, let's check the weather real quick and see what's going on. I can already tell it's nice out. I have my front door open. So let's check the weather. Let's see. Ooh, it is, no wonder, I'm feeling a little warm. I have to take off my sweater after the show. It is 76 degrees already. Nice. Nice. And it's going up to 80. Definitely nice. Oh, special weather statement. Let me click on that. Let me see what's going on here. Severe weather alert. Oh, I thought, okay. A friend of mine, I was talking to a friend over the phone today. She said this was lifted. I guess not. Okay, we're still under the dry and low relative humidity situation where it says here there's an increased fire danger today. So be careful where you flick your hopefully you don't smoke, but for those who do smoke, be careful where you flick your cigarettes because fires can start just like that. So be very, very careful. So the burn ban remains in place for counties that are around us, but not for Durham in particular. But they're still telling us to still be very careful about how you deal with your matches, your cigarettes, etc. Just be very, very careful because it's still extremely dry here in Durham County. All right, now the high is 80. Oh, it's not going to be sunny all afternoon. It looks like the clouds are going to roll in around 2 o'clock. And then the sun will be playing peekaboo until sunset. And sunset now is 8:06. How about that? I like that. I get a little sad when the sun goes down around 5 o'clock in the wintertime. But yeah, 8 o'clock, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain tomorrow. Okay, wait a minute. So let me check because I have an early morning gig tomorrow, which is why I can't do Bull City Hangout tomorrow. It looks like it's not going to rain. Wait a minute. Let me see. It won't be raining early in the morning, so I should be okay. But yeah, tomorrow there's a 70% chance of rain, so that might be in the afternoon. The high tomorrow will be 78. That's still pretty good. And then Thursday, 100% chance of rain with a high of 69. So let's definitely enjoy today, do our little grocery shopping or whatever, maybe today so you don't get wet tomorrow. But the high today, 80. Love it. Love that. That is it for today's show. And like I just said, yeah, I won't be doing the show tomorrow because I'm playing for the city tomorrow as DJ Pitty Pat, and that's going to go until 11. And I mean, if I get home in time, I'll do the show, or maybe I'll just do it a little late. Maybe I'll do it that way. But yeah, it probably will be. Maybe I'll do the show tomorrow at 1 if I get home in time. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll definitely try that. But yeah, so that means I have to get up like at 5 tomorrow and be there at 6. That's going to be pretty wild. Anyway, that is it for today's show. I do hope that you have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow around 1-ish. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.